Hello everybody! Hey, where's my video? Why's my video gone? Hello? This is weird. Why am I having these kind of problems today? Sonic background. Yeah, there's no video. What in the what? Let's try to get this video back. Video capture device. Add source. Webcam 2, we'll call it. Webcam. Hello, Sparkle Wolf. Trying to get my webcam to work. It disappeared suddenly. Oh no. Alright, I gotta try to unplug it from the USB and bring it back. Hello, JL and CC. Bear with me while I try to get that webcam going again. Disappeared. Oh, it's not a stream without starting with a little bit of troubleshooting, is it? The microphone wasn't working. Then once I fixed the microphone, the webcam stopped. Deactivate and then reactivate. There we go. I see it turning blue. There we go. I can see my smiling face. Let's get me a little bit smaller. And just move it right over here. It's Jason, Leslie, and CJ. Jason, Leslie, and CJ. Cool. You're 3 people watching right now? Alright, I'm going to get some better lighting up in here too. Be right back. Right? Maybe the webcam will. Okay, now let's turn it down a little bit. Alright. I think that'll do. Jalen CC says, I watch your channel. Alright, so we're going to be modeling a little bit today. This sword, the name of which is, I used to know it, Lancelot's sword is called I guess, oh, maybe it must, I thought it was the name of the sword in the actual mythology. But I guess that's a specific name in Sonic. It is called Arendite. That is what we will be building today. Now I'm actually going to try to find an image with a little better look to it. I like that one. Oh yeah, but I totally forgot that I was going to be making cocos to warm up. Let's see. So let's save what we have here, because I was working on the foot offline. So I'm thinking this is going to be a separate piece that you just glue onto the shin so that the foot can still rotate freely as needed. Okay, and then I made the chest piece on the last stream. Oh no, I think I made this offline as well. Fun fact, these shoulder pieces were made from my Nega Wisp. Sparkle says, I keep fidgeting with the base toy for Super Trip. I don't really like play gimmicks, but it's so fun to mess with. Oh yeah, the arm that makes the jaw move, yeah. I did notice Thunder has one less toe than Trip, so that'll need fixing. Ah. Attention to detail, something I don't do that much. Alright, so this is saved. We're going to actually start with a little warm-up of working on some Coco. Can't wait for Sonic X Shadow and Sonic Toy Party. Yeah, did they change the name of Sonic Toy Party? Or is that an entirely different app? So there's a picture that I really liked that I brought up on the Discord. This one. Go ahead and open up Photoshop. YBZ here YBZ is here. Welcome. The song at that point was perfect. I'm here. All right. So we're going to make a new image. Paste that in. Export it as JPEG. Make it 1200 by 1200. I don't want a PNG because that'll come into Maya with transparency. Let's just put it in downloads. This will be Coco. Create. Polygon primitives. Plane. Hey, how does the music sound in comparison to my voice? It's a bit loud for me. Actually, my volume's all the way down, nearly. I gotta turn it down in YouTube. So I turned the volume of the song pretty low because it was pretty loud in my ears. Let me know. Okay, Sparkle Wolf says it sounds fine, but I think that was before I changed it. But yeah, it's a bit loud in my end, so. Bit quiet. Yeah, let's see. Alright, so let me turn up my volume here. Alright, that doesn't help me. Yeah, okay, I've got a little conundrum. To get the audio quiet enough for my ears, it's going to be pretty low for the stream. I got to like balance it out in my actual sound settings. Manage sound devices. Speakers. Hardware and sound. Then I'm going to go to sound. Yeah, I don't know why my headphones have gotten so loud recently. Because it thinks they're speakers, that's why. Something weird happened with that. Properties. Yeah, I don't know why my headphones changed recently. Okay, let me think. Maybe I'll just take the... Maybe I just won't put the headphones all the way on if it's hurting my ears, and then I can turn it up. No, that's not going to work for me. Sorry that I'm troubleshooting this on video, on stream. Yeah, it's like it switched from thinking that they were headphones to speakers, and I don't know how to change that. Details. So I want to have music playing. I just don't want it to be so loud in my ears. Yeah, see, I can't talk when I have it so loud in my headphones, but you guys can probably barely hear it. Something's very wrong. I can turn this up here. Turn it back down on YouTube. Alright, well I'm just going to leave it where it's comfortable for me, and hopefully you guys can hear it a little bit. Ooh. Lots of chat. Taylor Crate says, yo, how's Molly coming along? It's coming along. We're going to get warmed up with some cocoa from Sonic Frontiers, and then we're going to be doing the sword, Sonic's, or Shadow Lancelot's sword. So Coco are cute little creatures. They are from Sonic Frontiers. And I kind of think of them as kind of Chow-like, but they're not Chow. Downloads. Oh my gosh. I got a lot of downloads that I need to clean up. There we go. Cocos. And press 6. So we're just going to make a little baby Coco to warm up real quick. Just to let people come into the stream, because the sword's going to be an exciting part. I'm just going to make little child Coco. Yeah, Sonic Rumble, that's the name. Hey, what's up, DG Covers? Yes, I was just reading the Wikipedia, or the Sonicpedia, whatever, the wiki for Sonic. And yeah, what I didn't catch in Sonic Frontiers was that the Coco, they were like lucky charms for the ancients. And that's why they kept them inside them. And then their spirits inhabited those. I didn't catch that when I played the game. Pro Tyler, I've been thinking of making a Chow Garden in Roblox. It's not quite on my radar yet, but I was asking Highwell Plays if there were certain capabilities. I wanted to know about how data is stored, what capabilities it had for creating NPCs and things, and it sounds like everything I need to make a Chow Garden is possible in Roblox. So don't get too excited, but thinking about it. I think it'd be a fun place for our whole Discord to come together and hang out and make chows do fun things. Anyway, let's create a little sphere. And we're just going to shape it to the shape of the body here. I don't know why I put my glove on. We're not doing ZBrush yet. So, these guys look like they kind of flatten out near the bottom. I'm going to change my soft selection so it's a little bit less, and then we'll kind of just bring this up. And I notice that this doesn't look entirely centered. That'll be good. And looks like these vertices kind of need to get pulled in a little bit, but then these need to kind of pull slightly out. And I actually think I'm going to do these little feet in ZBrush. Yeah, DG covers. I'm starting a little bit with just a little bit of practice, a warm up of a simple little Coco. Let's see. So this one, it's got like these little, it's almost like hair coming down from it. So I'm going to create a cube. Yes, to answer your question, Pro Tyler, I'm just kicking around the idea. I may or may not do it, but we will see. Okay, so I'm going to actually make the design of this part before bending it. So it's going to look interesting. I'm going to take all these faces, extrude them out. And I think that's kind of too thick, so what we're going to do is just change these two faces, expand the selection, scale that whole bit down. I feel like that's good. Take that whole thing, I'm going to duplicate it just so I can have backups of things. And we're going to create deform, nonlinear, bend. This will let us bend the geometry, but it needs to be the right way. So we'll rotate. Ooh, look at that. It's almost the perfect shape. Increase the curvature a little. And then we can actually kind of manipulate it in different ways here. So like, look at this. This is cool because it's moving while bending. Kind of pull that part in. And if I scale, watch this. It lets us get exactly kind of these shapes that we want. It's pretty fun. Okay, I think that wraps around pretty good for the shape that it is. I'm going to take these edges. I'm going to pull them up. Try to get like a nice sharp point here. Oh, I don't want this to be linear. I want it to be like this. 2. 1. Actually, check this out. I'm just going to push up a little. Then we're going to change this to linear. I'm going to kind of scale it too. It kind of has that point at the top that it has. I kind of feel like I made this depth a bit too far, so I'm going to select all these faces. We don't want it that deep. I see a lot of messages. Sorry, I haven't been keeping up. No, I was considering that, Pro Tyler. A year ago, there was a rumor that they were going to add it, and then they still haven't. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to take that chance. So I'm thinking it could maybe drive people to the channel, you know, if I put something in there saying how it was made and stuff. Little advertisements for my channel. Alright, I kinda like the shape I've got going here. Let's bring it into ZBrush. So let's duplicate these first. I always just kind of duplicate things as I build them, just so I have backups. Let's smooth this. And we're going to smooth this too. That means we need some edge loops. Here, 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 here. It's a lot of edge loops. Make sure I added it for both sides. Good. Alright, what am I still missing? I'd like this to be more of a point, so I'll get that pointier. I think I like that. Yeah, that's a great starting shape. Okay, let's scale this up just a little bit so that it all intersects. And we will duplicate again. And let's combine these. Oh, we gotta smooth this first. Mesh, booleans, union. All right. Mesh, triangulate, and then we will export. First, we should save the file. Coco child. Put that into the actual scenes folder. What was that noise? Oh, somebody answering my question. Somebody's answering my question about my new big printer. Let me see if there's anything important. Let me respond to this message real quick. Alright, yeah, the Galaxy printer support is terrible. Hello, Swiggy. I am warming up with some Coco modeling, and then we are going to model Shadow Lancelot's sword. Export selection to ZBrush. Coco child. Let's open up some ZBrush. Now I gotta put on my glove. Import. Coco child. And let's give it like a stone texture. Maybe some wet clay texture. I actually don't know if I like the way that the... See how this isn't thick enough? I do think I want to fix that in Maya real quick. So let's undo a bunch. up, Freddy and friends? Alright, I'm gonna get these vertices. I'm just gonna pull the whole set of them up a little bit, just so that we have an even lip around all of it, because we lost that before. Yeah, that's better. Alright, mesh, smooth. Let's call it 2. Oh! Oh no. Froze up a little bit. There we go. Something weird is happening. Oh, I see what I did. I mispressed a key, that's why. Let me give this one more smooth. Booleans Union. Mesh. Triangulate. File. Export selection. Now we'll export it properly. We'll go back into ZBrush. Import. Alright. Looks like we are a little low on memory though. Oh my gosh, the people who run the Galaxy One, the eMake company, these are the dumbest people I've ever met. I don't think they're actually dumb because they make 3D printers. I think they're just trying not to help. It's been weeks of trying to make this printer work. It's insane. So yeah, not dumb, but a little sadistic, a little rude. They did not make a good product. Alright, so we're low on memory. Let me close Cheetah Box. They want a picture of the build plate stuck at the bottom. Like, that's going to help anything. And then they're going to take forever to respond to that. It's nuts. They're just not good people. I'm going to send them exactly what they want to. I'm going to show it, just build platform at the bottom. Okay. Now you have to figure out the next step based on that useless picture. Anyway, let's do something more positive than complaining about those not very nice people. Here is our Cocoa base. I'm actually not going to see chat for a while because I'm going to pull up an image on my other screen. So if you ask me questions and I'm not responding, it's because I am not currently seeing them. Oh, there's a bunch of different Cocos. Look at all these guys. Yeah, I could make all these different varieties. But for this one, we just need tiny little eyes and little cheeks. So let's see how this sculpts to begin with. Is it all triangulated and weird? It's not bad, actually. All right. I need to turn ambient occlusion off. Oh, it still seems like it's showing a lot of lighting. Like the lighting's very harsh at the bottom, hard to see. Okay, and then he's got little oval mouth right here. I think it's got to be actually smaller than that. It's just a tiny little mouth. I think it could be wider than that, though. And then he's got just a tiny little indent, so I'm going to do that as a second pass. So let's take this and we are going to inflate it inward. Cute. And then we're going to make the little indentation for the little cheek pieces. Oh yeah, Sonic Adventure soundtrack. Get some sharp edges here, and then we'll just inflate these inward just slightly, not as much as the rest. And do I want to Dynamesh this? Let's see. Did that do anything? Yeah, I guess it did. It's just still... It's a little odd, isn't it? Oh, there we go. I just need to kind of smooth it out. We'll clean up those edges later. In fact, we'll clean them up now. So I'm going to take my damn standard tool. Get some. Tighten up the corners right here. Nice. Oops. Get that mouth to look nice and sharp in there. Do the same for these little cheek pieces, whatever they are. And then we're gonna pinch the edges of the rest. They can have kind of a sharper edge than they currently have. And do the same for the mouth. Ooh, that's too big. Alright, got some nice sharp shapes there. Let's give him some little feet. First I'm going to check the chat because I haven't looked in a while. Has anybody been talking to me? Prototype says SA1 music is a blast. Yes it is. Alright, cool. Nobody's talking to me? Let us continue. Alright, so yeah, let's get some feet in there. For some reason the lighting is all weird in here. It's like it's trying to give it shadows. Okay. A little bit wider. So this guy's going to be kind of top heavy, or very top heavy for how big he is. So I need to make sure that I'm going to leave flat feet. So I'm going to exaggerate how much these come down. And then you're going to see that I'm going to flatten them out, because right now that's too tall, right? But we don't want a point like in the original game, so we're just going to flatten them out. Cheat it a little bit to make it better as a toy, you know? Oh, and I just realized that's not going to be good like that. So we do this, and then I select this, and then how do I do it? Masking. Oh, I forgot that I can sharpen masks. That's cool. But now what I want is more of the feet. Actually, let me just step back a lot, because this is like the size of the feet that they should be. Now, let me just cut them off. How do I do that? Edit? No. Oh, I can turn the lights off though. Oh, it doesn't do anything. Weird. Ah, yeah, what do you do to... There's a way that you can delete parts of it. I gotta Google that. ZBrush, delete, hidden. Select tool, geometry, modify topology. Then how do I hide? ZBrush, hide, masked section. Control Shift. Aha. Control. Okay, so now I do Control Alt Shift. That's not how much I wanted to do though. Control Alt Shift. Just this little bit right there. And then to delete hidden, I need to go to Select Tool. Oh no, I need to select this tool. And then Modify Topology. Delete hidden, and then close holes. Yeah! I learned something new today. Nice. I knew that this was possible because I'd seen people do it. I just never knew it before. Sweet! Pro Tyler says, steak, look, but I don't see anything. Did you do emojis or something? Because if you do emoji, I can't see them in Streamlabs. Yeah, I think he should stand pretty well. See, he's a little bit unbalanced here, but I think he's got a real big booty that way, so let's actually pull that in a little bit. Make him a little less rotund in that way. And this will help with the balance of things as well. Because now, you got to think of, when you're making toys, you got to think about the weight distribution. That's something I didn't do well on Whisper, actually. Whisper, I didn't make the heels tall enough, so she tends to fall back. So I had to add little platform risers when I was taking pictures. Oh, I see. Pro Tyler says I should make a stand. Yeah, a stand would be good for something like this, huh? All right, well, anyway, I think that's looking all right. Are the eyes too close to each other? Let me bring up the image I was looking at. The eyes are too close together. Let's see if I can cheat this, because I also don't want them to be completely round. So let's just see what it looks like. Oh yeah, this is kind of... So this will give him a little bit less of a round shape, but also keeps him looking closer to what he actually looks like. I think I like that. Maybe we'll just pull the whole front half in so he's not quite as round in the front either. Yeah, I think that's looking cool. Alright, let's turn off symmetry and let's start adding some details. So first I'm going to save Coco, child, we're kind of before details. Alright, so we're going to give him kind of a rocky texture, so I'm going to do a little bit of H-polish, but at a very low intensity. Just so I can make him look a little bit like faceted. So like, see how it's making kind of flat areas on him? Just a little bit of like a rocky surface. I want to do the intensity even lower. Just to give it a hint of kind of a rocky shape that isn't completely round. Do a little bit here on these edges. Okay, now we're going to get some noise in here. So the whole thing is going to get a little bit noisy, and then we'll go in with more details, because this is barely going to show up on the print, the level that I'm doing this right now. But this is just a base layer to give it some roughness. Very loosely going in. I want to make it look really organic. But I don't want to get the bottom of the feet, so what I'm going to do is change my brush size. We're just going to mask out the bottom so that now when I do this, it doesn't affect those darker areas. It doesn't matter now what happens. Alright, so now that we've got everything with just a basic rough surface, now to really exaggerate it for the 3D print, I'm going to get a smaller brush and just like get certain sections that are really rough. Turn up the intensity a little. Ooh, that's way too much. See that? Want to be careful with that. Get some real deep texture here. And I think I want to keep the eyes smooth. Even though they are kind of a rocky surface, I just kind of want for the... Because they're going to get painted black, I want to just kind of differentiate those parts. Okay. These parts in here are a little bit crazy, so I'm going to knock them down a little bit. Kind of mess things up in here. I really don't want those to be so crazy spiky. Luckily the front isn't too bad in that way. Clean that up. Yeah. Except for that section right there. Let's see if we can just get that a little bit better. That's the pinch tool there. Alright, cool. I think some of the details, like I wouldn't leave this as it is for a regular ZBrush model, but for printing, the imperfections that I'm seeing, the things that I don't like are not going to show up in the print, so there it is. I think we're going to go with that. So let's save as after details. We're going to decimate. Catch up on chat. Yes, thank you, Swiggy. Yeah, the intention was to make the hat have the texture of leather. And if I were to do this one again, I would actually make it even more exaggerated. But the bottom is more exaggerated than the top. And so this caught the dry brushing really well. This, a medium amount. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if I've exaggerated the detail enough on here or not, but we'll see. So now that we've decimated, I'm going to export. Coco Child. And guess what, Pro Tyler? I'm going to upload this right now. Hopefully this is small enough to upload. Yeah. So that I don't have to put it on Thingiverse. Oh yeah, and while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to do a streaming notification. Just for the... I forgot to mention we are live. Alright. Let me know how that goes, Pro Tyler. Ah, no worries. Alright. Close this and let's get back to business. It was good practice. Let's get back modeling Sir Lancelot Shadow. I'm going to go grab a water real quick, and then we'll get started. I love Sonic Colors, the soundtrack. All right. Yeah, just child. Open. I'm gonna open an image that I downloaded. The sword. Yeah, it looks like a pretty good representation. Make this pixels. Do 660. File. Export as PNG. Oh man, this sure is taking some time to open. Booleans are expensive. Makes a big file that takes a long time. What's up, Highwell Plays? Yeah, have I been doing this for 50 minutes? Well, the first 15 or so was troubleshooting the dang camera. Man, it's taking its sweet time to open. Alright, favorite Sonic character in the chat. Go! Mine. Ooh, I got a lot of favorites. I'll pick just one. Big the cat. Froggy. Froggy. We got Swiggy with Scourge. We got Pro Tyler with Tails, Cream, Blaze, and others. YBZ says Knuckles and Silver. Hywell says no idea what my favorite one is. Gemerald. Am I pronouncing it correctly when I say Gemerald? People keep asking me to make Gemerald, but I don't feel like I could do it very well as just a 3D print because it's kind of thin. So it would definitely have to be a modification of something else, maybe like a Metal Sonic. But I have already taken apart my spare Metal Sonic for a new custom that's upcoming. I forget what he's called. I think he's the Metallics Emperor. But I thought there was like a specific name for him. So I ripped the legs off, and he's going to be sitting in his little floating chair. I know at 4-inch scale he would probably be like this big, because he's supposed to be bigger than the other Metal Sonics, but it'll just be a 4-inch version, kind of float around on a chair. So that's coming up. Sparkle Wolf says, I hate the Jack's Metal Sonic stupid pre-assumed pose. Like the... I thought he was kind of a neutral pose. I'm trying to picture him. Can't see him from here. He's way back there. Ah, it opened. All right. Heroes. Maybe I should sing Sonic Heroes for my musical audition. They'd be like, what? He has asymmetrical legs? Really? I did not know that. Alright, here it is. It's time to build a sword. Alright, how do I want to start? I think I want to start with the main blade part. Do I want to build this out of a plane? Yes, I do. Really interesting. I never realized that. Hi, well plays. I didn't see your message. How is the Lancelot stuff coming along? Let's review real quick what I have done. So I've got the helmet. This is the face mask, but this is thicker. I already did. Remember last time I was working on it and I said I was going to cut it out. That's in a different file that I don't want to open up right now. But yeah, we've got the hinges kind of working. We're not kind of working, pretty good working now. And then I made an update that I still need to print. Here is the foot. I have this as a separate piece right now. I think I am going to keep it as a separate piece that you just glue onto the shin. Then here's the chest piece. Fun fact, these were actually created, the shoulder pieces were created from what I made for my Nega Wisp. What's fun is you can see that I've kind of cut out the 3D scan shape from it, so this should fit flush against it. Yeah, so it's got a little bit of Wisp DNA in it. Saved me a little time of making that shape. All right. Turn off symmetry. Oh, what song is this from? Is this from Sonic and the Black Knight? Oh, this is still from Sonic Heroes. Yeah, this is what I put on often. Is this? Let's see. So we're at Sonic Heroes. Oh, what I'm made of, and then Sonic and the Black Knight. See, the ones on this side are more obvious what's what, because like Sonic and the Black Knight is 17 through 21, Secret Rings 22, 23. This, it's hard to tell because they're all kind of smashed together. And you know, I don't know all the songs, the song lists by heart. Oh, Black Knight only has 2. Oh, no, 5, you say. Edge loop in here, here. So you can see I'm building out the basic shapes first because, well, it's not the most complex shape. It is going to be kind of rounded. So I'm picking out the parts that I know are going to be specific points that need to be sharp, and where it's going to drastically change the geometry. Get simple shapes in here to build a more complex shape. So I have to remember that when I smooth this, this is going to be the line that goes along the sword. Oh shoot, I just remembered I've got my Egg Pond Samurai Badnik out back. I was spraying him with sealant. By the end of the stream, somebody please remind me to go out and take it back in. I don't want to do it right this second. But I gotta do it before it gets all wet overnight. Alright, so this needs to be a sharp edge, but this needs to be a hard edge. So what I'm going to do is insert an edge loop through the center. then I'm going to do the multi-cut tool. Ooh, that's not what I wanted because that keeps a round edge. What I want is just like right near the edge, and then distribute it out this way. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So if we look at it in unsmoothed view, get right at the edge. Press enter. And now, remember I was talking a lot about how edge loops make things sharp? Well, now we've got a nice sharp edge right here, and this can even be sharper. Get it get in there real close while it's not smoothed out. And the fact that all these points are right next to each other, it's going to give us a real sharp edge once it's smoothed. Look at that, beautiful. Smooth on this side, sharp on this side. Now that's not great geometry for making games, but YBZ says, what's sealant do? Basically, there's a couple different types of sealants. There's matte, satin, and gloss are the most popular ones. It's the finish of what it will look like. The gloss will make it look kind of shiny. Matte will have no sheen, but it's an extra layer of like paint over everything that's transparent that protects it all. Oh, I just saw Swiggy's off to D&D. Take care. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I love D&D. Check out my D&D videos on the channel. I do a lot of fun stuff where I set things up so that all the lights change colors when I ask them to, and smoke machines. I once hired dancers to come in and dance with me during a song that I was singing. And my group didn't know they were coming. That was a fun one. And that is on the channel. I think the title of it is something like I hired dancers to come to D&D or something. Ooh, actually, I don't want these to pinch right here. So I do want, because this is going to get covered by other geometry anyway. It depends. I have both. The Knuckles hat I sealed with matte because I don't want it to look plasticky. Anything that's kind of metal or smooth at least, I give them the gloss one. Alright, so we've got this shape here that we now need to extrude. Alright, so we got to think about how thick we want it to be. Let's turn on the reference that Highwell Plays sent us. Was it Highwell or was it... Yeah, Highwell Plays sent it to me. So... that's about the right thickness, I think. I want it to be a little thicker just because it's a 3D print. But when I look at this and I compare it to like the thickness of the helmet, I think this is good. So obviously it's not good that it is rounded like this. So we're going to add edge loops here. So we got nice sharp edges here. Now we need to pull these in. So I'm going to select all the parts that do need to become sharp. I'm going to scale these almost perfectly to the center. Now we need to pull all the other vertices for that back a little bit. So that's going to be this, 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 this. These guys. These. Yeah. So then when we pull these back, ooh, that's doing a bad job. So let's move this just back slightly and then deselect this. And the whole thing goes back like that. We want it to taper at the top too, so we'll get to that in a moment. So that's starting to have a sharp edge that we'll work with more in just a moment. So this guy, we need both of these vertices to actually go down and back. Can exaggerate this part a bit. Pull these out. Thank you, fandom lover. Yeah, sorry for that momentary forgetting of who sent it. Sometimes I mean, I knew it was you, but I just felt unconfident when I said it, and I was like, oh shoot, if it was somebody else, I don't want to be misattributing it. It's one of those things that as the channel has grown, I actually have found it a little bit tougher than in the beginning to remember who does what, because there's so much great discussion on the Discord. But and I pride myself in making everything that we do really personal compared to, you know, bigger YouTubers. But yeah, as it's grown, it has been a little bit hard to keep track of who's doing what work. But I love to see your guys' work. So if I ever do make a mistake like that, call me out. If I say somebody did the wrong thing and you deserve credit for it, definitely let me know. Another says, my new nickname is Epoxy Guy. Alright, so we're also going to need a little bit of an edge here, because if we hide this, you know, there's a little bit of a sharp bevel of the blade there. So we're going to go... Oops. Something weird is happening. I want to get this edge right here. And this edge right here. Yeah, look at that. You get that nice sharp edge. And a little bit of weirdness here. I think it's because these are pulled too far forward. What Sonic game is the one where he says something to the effect of, like, I wish for 1,000 tissues? Is that Secret Rings? Because I know it's not from Black Knight, but this song makes me think of that part for some reason. It is from Secret Rings, okay. Both Black Knight and Secret Rings were Wii, correct? Alright, cool. I'm liking that shape. Although, I don't like the... I want to get this point to be pointier. I was actually trying to make it a bit thicker, but because I tend to make my prints a little bit thicker to be more, oh, what's the word? More durable. But yeah, let's make it thinner. I think that's the right choice like that. I think this is a good little middle ground between the two. Kind of like the idea of maybe pulling this part in just a little. Kind of a neat shape to that. Maybe these two slightly wider. Nah. Let's see how that looks. Alright, so next I'm going to work on this part here. And to me this looks like it can be built of a cube. Oh yeah, let's look at the actual model. Move it down to it. Yeah, that's almost exactly the same thickness. What I've got is a little bit thicker, and I do want to keep it a little bit thicker. So, yeah, I think that'll be good. Alright, so I'm going to use a cube to make this shape. Oops. Let's move this to the center as well. Pro Tyler says, I'll be back, see ya. Pro Tyler doing his thing. Leaving and coming back. Alright, so let's get this shape starting to match. He's back already. As expected. Yeah, it's a bit later for you than me, huh? I'll stream earlier tomorrow. It's just weekdays I have to do it after work. $4 a.m. for Highwell. Holy moly. Okay, so this kind of has these two little divots here. So let's smooth this out and start adding our edge loops. I do a lot of this type of modeling where I do the smooth preview, add the edge loops, just to give it the shape that we want and the hard corners in all the right places. Yes, this is a good song. Question, is this part rounded? I say, well, this is a render of the game model, so I think the intention is for it to be rounded, so I am going to leave it rounded. I'm going to move all of this up a little. Maybe just these parts. So I want to get these shapes in here, like these two kind of cutouts. I think I can achieve this by doing this. So we can give it like a couple lines of geometry here. But we then should be able to cut these parts out, and I think as long as it's smooth, it will get those round edges that we want. So if I do edit mesh, extrude. Yeah, this is going to be cool. So now those need sharper edges. One, two. One, two. And I don't like how these are kind of stretched in this way, so we're gonna pull all these up just a little bit. Yes, including these. Yeah, it's got a cool shape to it. You should totally forge this sword. One thing that I noticed about this though is this whole section here. Ooh, this is gonna be a lot of things to select, but one's wider than the other. So I need to select, actually I want to do vertices. So those, and those. Go back to the front. I want to make this part thinner. So move all of this in just until it matches the other one. There we go. Cool. All right. All right, cool. See ya, Highwell Plays. Sparkle Wolf says, weapons are fun. Sonic characters need more of them. Why should Amy and Fang have all the fun? Yep. I definitely have some weapons coming up. Might be making this weekend something for Pink GameCube. And myself. I'm going to make something with it. Just something we were talking about. And then I plan to make, excuse me, all the upgrades from Sonic Adventure, at least anything that Tito has not made. So I'm going to do a whole video about weapons and upgrades. All right, let's make this kind of pointy shape here. Oh man, kind of tired today. Had a hard day at work. Every day at work is hard nowadays. We got some tough stuff going on. Yeah, I could do a adventure-styled head. A lot of you people, and by you people I mean like Sonic collectors and stuff, you guys see a lot more details than I do. Yeah, I love Sonic. I've been a lifelong fan of Sonic, but like I couldn't tell you what Sonic 06 looks like compared to Sonic Adventure. I'm not a big details guy when it comes to things like that. Alright, these pieces are going to be interesting. They are kind of like little spikes, but they also have a lip to them, and then these are curved. I feel like these could be cubes as well, though. They're actually kind of very similar to that. Let's look at the reference model again. Yeah, they got kind of like this sharp shape. Could see that being made out of a cube. Oh, okay, so Tito's next custom is Sonic Adventure 2 Shadow. Cool. Yeah, I don't really have much interest totally in making specific versions of characters from a game. Like, I like to make new characters that I haven't made before. So it's nice that he and I don't really have overlap on that, at least currently. So it looks like this end of it is wider. And that it kind of comes to a point inside. Pro Tyler, are you saying suggestions, or are you saying that that's what Tito's making next? Because I want to make Perfect Chaos, but I want to make Perfect Chaos full size to 4-inch. Like, so he would be like this tall in real life. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, know that Perfect Chaos is on my list of want-to-dos. Well, that's the thing. I might not actually print it. I think I would do a clay sculpt. Oops. What is going on here? I'd probably do it in clay, and then I would mold it and then cast it in a clear resin. So that would be a whole different type. I would have to make a mold of it. I used to do a lot of mold making. Haven't for a while. It'd be very hard, very expensive too. I'd probably be spending about, yeah, for the whole project, probably $400 or $500. Not sure where I want to go with this shape. Not sure how I feel about that shape. Let me just do a quick duplication of this. Just see how it might look if I were to bring them all together. I also don't want to scale it because I want to preserve that edge. Thank you, YBZ. Yeah, so I don't actually want to scale this. I just want to like move the vertices of it. And in the case of these moving down, I actually want to make this fit flush with this. We gotta bring these vertices in, but we want to make them symmetrical on object Z. Did some bad selections there. This actually needs to be a swoop in a different direction. Yeah. See how it needs to come in like that. Yeah, so that way I'm keeping that same lip there. I'm actually, I think I'm liking the shape here. Because this part's going to get more filled in once I add the hilt. If my wife is listening, I could actually use some headache medicine. I got quite a bit of a headache. But I don't want to get up. Yeah, these just start to get really, really thin here, don't they? Oh, excellent. I think she heard me. Oh, there she is. And she brought more water. Ha! I was about to ask for more water. Thank you very much. All right. Yeah, this is a tough choice here. Because these are going to get really thin. But I guess, I mean, if that's what it is, that's what it is, you know? Oh, okay. So this one, or actually this one, I actually like the transition of this is the biggest, this is the medium, and then this. But then everything coming up from there, I'll keep the same thickness. I guess I could look on the model myself, but I'm more thinking not necessarily for accuracy of the model, but for how it's going to print. Oh, actually, yeah, this... Oh, first two are the same. No, I thank you, High Well Placed, but I see it here. So first two are the same, and then the rest, they stick that way. But thank you. All right. So these do need to be closed in. So let's clean up the geometry here a little bit. Turn off symmetry. Oh, actually, symmetry would be good here. Oh, but it's not working. Whatever. I must have messed some vertices up. Maybe didn't move things perfectly symmetrically. Here's a little trick. I'm going to take these edges, do edit mesh, extrude. I'm just going to scale them in a little bit. Edit mesh, average vertices. Then it'll kind of just loosen everything up. Take those. Put these up. Oops. Actually, check this out. Insert edge loop here. And then I'm just going to get a little bit lazy. Take these, edit mesh, merge to center. Because this is all just going to get booleaned anyway. Doesn't matter if it's dirty, this is all hidden. Fortunately, or unfortunately, I'm going to have to do the same with that. You'll notice I got a little bit dirty. There's like some random extra face right here. I'm going to get real lazy with this one. Check this out. Do this. Edit mesh. Extrude. Merge to center. And then now it's become kind of rounded, so we need to insert edge loop. Get it nice and sharp again. Cool. So now we've got solid shapes that we can keep duplicating. But we don't want to lose that kind of swoop shape. Well, don't let it get unhealthily what's the word? Don't be unhealthy with the amount of sleep that you're getting. So I remember I pulled this in a little bit. I'm going to pull it back out just because now it's intersecting in a bad way. I don't know if I just now said it or if I only thought it, but remember that I will be streaming tomorrow, and since it's a Saturday, it'll be earlier in the day. Ah, I got you. So you could probably get, I don't know, I forget what time zone you're in, but yeah, you probably got 15 minutes left. Yeah. 18 minutes. Kind of looks like it gets thicker here, doesn't it? But at this point, I'm going to just go with what kind of just looks right for the model, for the 3D model. Do some artistic liberties here. Thank you, Highwell. Let's pull this guy in a little bit more because he's, even though the image shows it further out, I felt like the model is sticking out a bit. So I want to get these more evenly spaced. Yeah, so see here. Wait, where is it? Oh, there we go. So I've actually deviated a little bit from this reference image just because when I turn off the reference image, it looks kind of like things were not evenly spaced in the reference, or at least the model when it was matching the reference. So I'm just kind of taking creative liberties to just make this a nice curve the way that I want. I think that is pretty sick. All right. Yeah, those are definitely the hardest shapes from this. This is going to be a really hard thing to print because when you want to print something with supports, you have to think about what, like, the points. You want all the points at the top. So with the sword, generally we want all the supports to be along this side here. But, and I think that's going to have to happen because we want to really preserve the shapes here without damage, but I'm afraid we're going to have to put supports on this side. It's going to be a tough one. All right. Let's get a cylinder up in here. So this is going to be an interesting one because I want to make sure that it fits. If I do make a separate sword that's not attached to the hand like the way that Tito does it. Because I did that with the Wispon for Whisper. And I want to do it here too, but some people are probably going to want the option of just having the sword if I sell it on Etsy. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to make sure that it fits inside of a 3D printed hand well. Which is not necessarily easy. Oh, that's interesting. If I make it thick enough to match the reference, it intersects with all of that. Yeah, so it's just going to have to be a little bit thinner here. I don't want to make it that much thinner, though. I don't want it to be fragile. I'll add some extra pieces here just to give it more structure, even though it's not really in the image, you know. Oh, did the music end? We went all the way through that, huh? 2 hours of awesome music is the title. Indeed, it's been about 2 hours. Alright, so to get this shape that I want, I'm actually going to extrude these faces so we can get a little bit thicker there. Highwell says, if I did forge it would be so heavy. Yeah, I bet. I'm going to give a little bit more embellishment to it, because I do notice there's like some designs there. Okay, and so like I said, even though it's not in the image, because this is as thick as it can be to match the sword, I do want a little bit more structure. So I'm going to build a little something to go right here. Something kind of wide. Just a little something to help keep the structure better. Because we don't want it breaking off this way. Yeah, that'll definitely help it. All right, that might be the sword. Yeah, I've got notifications on for like my nephew and stuff for his channel, and it never shows me. Yeah, the Northern Lights. I'm supposed to see them in about an hour. They should be showing up for me. The forecast said between 10 and 12. And my wife, if you're still listening, maybe if you take a look out the window and look north, the way that I'm pointing, see if you can see it out the window, just in case I'm wrong about when we should be seeing it. Pro Tyler, to my knowledge, you should be seeing it right about now. Yeah, I'm in a kind of not super populated area, so hopefully we should see it well. Not too much light pollution. Oh, I forgot. There's little details like the buttons here. Then I was also thinking, do I want to attempt this? It's a pretty tough shape. I'd have to do it in ZBrush. It's just kind of like swirls going across each other. Yeah, let's try something out like that. So, excuse me, I'm going to duplicate that. Delete these faces. Delete these faces. Ha, nice. Yeah, where we are, we've got a really nice big lake, but to the south. It would be cool to see the aurora reflected on the water. But, wait a second. Maybe this isn't north. Trying to picture. If I go this way, I get on the freeway. No, that is north. So, yeah, we wouldn't be able to see it on lake because the lake is that way. Celtic knot, you say the term is. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to do some basic drawing so that it just comes out with a little bit of detail there. Alright, so I know that I'm going to be smoothing this, so I'm going to add those edge loops. So here's the smooth preview. Most of the sword is not going to get smoothed because I already built it. Oh no, a lot of the sword is, what I mean is the hilt actually. The hilt is not going to get smoothed except for this one piece. And that's what I'm prepping here to bring into ZBrush. And we're just gonna center the pivot and then scale it up a little. And then we're gonna smooth it. File, export selection. Gonna send it to ZBrush. Did I close ZBrush? I didn't remember closing it. Oops. Alright, well thanks for stopping by, Pro Tyler. It is officially the time that you have to go, so I do believe you this time. Thanks for stopping by, and good luck printing the cocoa that we made earlier. Alright, I am going to Dynamesh this. Put my glove back on. And let's look back at what we are trying to design. Alright, so it looks like from top to bottom, there's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4 knots, and they kind of just interweave between each other up and down like this. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, probably like 4 hills and 4 valleys per. Yeah, so we'll turn off some. Or maybe we do want symmetry on. Let's see what this looks like. It would save me some time. Let's find a better brush for this too. Oh, I know. If I just draw the design and then extrude it, that'll work. And furthermore, I can change the symmetry to be 4 instead of 2. How do I do that? I know it's possible. Stroke. Oh, here's a lazy mouse that I was having troubles with yesterday. Symmetry. Yeah, where are the settings for that? Maybe under surface? Nope. Here we go. Symmetry. Activate symmetry. Radial symmetry. Radial count 4. Oh, but it's the wrong radius. Why would it do that? How did I get there? I forgot how I got there. Oh my god. Does anybody remember how I got there? Oh, dummy. Draw. Is it under tool here? I will play as I'd have sculpted the details onto mine. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it so that I can cheat a little bit. But I got to the part and it was just on the wrong axis, and then I forgot how I got to that part. Oh, it's under transform. Here we go. So do it on Y. Yeah, here we go. So now when I sculpt, look at that, it did it all around the whole thing. So let's try it with a different alpha than that one. Oh yeah, I forgot that I was going to mask it first so that it's all flat. Gosh, I'm being very forgetful. So here we go, boom. And up. Kind of like that, but let's do it cleaner. And let's look back at, yeah, right, digital sculpting. There's a lot of good shortcuts if you can find the settings for it. All right, so it goes up most of the way and down most of the way, about 75%. So you can see what I'm trying to look at is, see how it starts right here? I want it to end right there. So I'm going to try to do my stroke in such a way that I go down. And then all right, back up. All right, yeah, and we'll just make a few of these. So we've got another one that goes like this. Oops. That wasn't good. I really have to think about my whole path before I start. Yeah, that's not appealing though. Well, maybe it'll just look good by the time we're done. So that's the idea, but I don't really like it. Yeah, see, the other one was a lot more organic, like the pieces, they go on top of each other. So I'm going to have to actually do this with sculpting instead of masking, which will be nicer and more artistic. It's just I don't have a good brush for this. It's like the clay buildup tool, it kind of... Well, these details are going to be so small. I got to remember that. This is going to be on the 3D print. So if I just go like this... Try a different brush. Maybe just the standard brush. But I also want it to be flat. Well, I'll flatten it out after. Sorry, I'm being indecisive on how to do this. Gosh, I just don't like how that's looking. Well, let's see what happens when I flatten those edges. This is one of those things where it'll probably just look fine in the 3D print, considering the context, but I just don't like it when I'm seeing it right here. Put a couple more in because I know that there were more loops. Do like one right here. Yeah, I actually think this will look... I mean, look at this. This is what it's going to look like, you know, tiny. I don't want to get caught up in the details of that, when I do think it will look good once it's actually printed. I'll do some kind of cool cut-ins here. We can kind of just make it our own too by making these little detailed areas. Oh no, what did I do? Just kind of froze up weird. To really define some of these lines more, to show like some of them are going over the others more. Yeah, and it almost looks like it's, when you look at it in detail here, it almost looks like it's kind of cut out of some gold or something. In fact, we could make it look like that. And I keep forgetting I gotta really exaggerate this too, because this is gonna be tiny in the print. Tiny, tiny detail. Yeah, I think I like that. It's not as precise as like the original design is, but it's definitely a shape there. That'll be something. The song YBZ that is playing right now is from a track called Sonic and Chill. It's a remix of Chemical Plant Zone. Yeah. Oops. All right, yeah. I think this is good enough for now. The context, it's going to be, nobody's hardly ever going to see these details anyway. But at least it'll feel like there's something there. What is this? Did you call it Celtic Loops? So now we will decimate it. Oh, Celtic not. Well, it was just for what I was naming the file internally. Ooh, it's still processing. Wow. Whew. See, up in the top left it says analyzing mesh, because it's figuring out what all the details it needs to keep and what it can get rid of. Oh, wow. YBZ, I'm just now looking at the link on the Discord. That is sick. He printed it on the version of my printer, but one version better. He's got the Elegoo Saturn 2. It's crazy. Well, now it's processing. Cool. All right, let me sit back up. All right, now we can export. I think it says reading GoZ file. I don't know if that's part of the process, but it should be decimated. Oh yeah, see how it looks real messy when I do this? That means it did its thing. All right. So now bring this back in. Now we can move it. Then I'm going to further exaggerate it by just bringing it up a little bit. This will look fine in the print. It's just like, as it currently stands, it's a bit rough. But it'll be fine. And I'm going to thicken up this part a little bit. Oh, can't see. happened here? That's weird. Yeah, thank you. And then I did notice that there was a tiny little gem of some sort. I'm just going to put a little spear there to represent that. And then we've got... Oh, I totally forgot about this shape here. It was close. So let's delete this. Group it. Hide that group. Great. Polygon primitives cube. Oh, yeah. Highwell says, for the gem, instead of a sphere, you could do a decimated sphere to get that gem look. Even better, if we're going to do it in ZBrush to decimate it, I can use the hard surface tool to give it kind of a rough shape. Ah, excellent. I have an email from Stop Motion YouTube. It says, the hat arrived perfectly. Also, thank you so much for the sticker and photocopies. They look professional. Thanks for everything, man. You are welcome, Stop Motion Giveaway YouTube. Ever since that one for YBZ showed up bad, because I went to the post office, I said, hey, I usually do these flat rate shipping boxes. Is there a better, cheaper way to do it just to send these little hats? And the guy was like, yeah, just put them in these bubble wrap. I was like, great, that's cheaper. And yeah, his did not show up well, but everybody else's has so far. Luckily. Alright, let's actually move this to the center. We'll scale out from there. Mesh, extrude. Ah. Sure that I'm getting the right thickness around these. And I am going a little bit thicker than the concept art with these edges, just because the details in the print, we probably want it to be a little bit thicker in these parts. And we'll take those faces. Edit mesh, extrude. It actually looks like a pretty thick lip. Just give a little bit less of that. Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, let's see. Where did my image go? My reference image. Oh, it's just behind the sword. Alright, so we need three little spheres. halfway through. And we'll duplicate these for the other side. Alright, yeah, let's make that shape real quick. Make it out of a sphere. Put my sculpting glove back on. Yeah, I'm liking it too. I'm pretty stoked about this. Hope it is both an entertaining video that people will like, as well as a good product. So now I'm going to take this to kind of, I think this is what you meant by decimate. Like normally decimation would kind of make it like have these random faceted shapes, but here we can actually just control it. So I'm making it look like a cut gem. Let me know if you meant something different or if this is kind of what you meant. Cool. I have thought about pricing, and I'm afraid that it might have to be like 45 bucks. Because the first test print had some failures, so it's like, and that's just the nature of my printer right now. And I look at Tito's stuff, and he sells the unpainted ones. He sells like 10 bucks for 2 pieces. So if I'm doing like how many pieces does mine have? 2 feet, 2 shins, 2 hands, and like 1 hand will come with the sword. The helmet piece, the face mask piece. Is that all? Is that 8? So that's like 40 bucks if it was similar to what he does. And just, yeah, because the small parts, they need a lot of the removing of supports and stuff. So we'll see like if that's something that people can afford and are willing to pay. We'll go with that, but we'll see what happens. Painted, I'll probably do. I might be able to do kind of cheap. Well, the reasoning is because it's mostly silver, and then I could just put a wash on it and rely on the details. So I might actually be able to. I was gonna say in comparison to Tito, but Tito does his painted versions super cheap. Like I don't see how he's making a good hourly rate with the quality of his paint, as well as the time it takes to do it. I just don't see him making a profit at the prices he sells his painted ones at. I'm going to add a few more like big faceted parts to this because it looks too uniform right now. Yeah, people might barely even see this detail, but we'll know it's in there and it will be part of the video. Let's make this like a ruby. Yeah, I like it. Good idea, I will. Another thing that makes me a little uncomfortable about pricing things is because I don't want to seem like I'm ripping people off, you know? So I always feel a little bit odd. But, you know, the alternative is that, of course, I'm giving it away. So I guess that adds to it, is that if you have your own printer or know somebody who can print it, you don't have to buy mine. I'm just kind of providing the printing service, really. That's what you're buying. And believe it or not, I don't like 3D printing. I just like the end result. I do not enjoy working on the printers. I don't enjoy cleaning them up. any of that process. Which most of my friends or coworkers, a lot of people who know me just know me as, you know, the printer guy. Probably think I'm really into it, but yeah, the actual act of printing, I don't like that much. Just call it gem. Alright, our gem should be somewhere in the middle of the scene. Yeah, as much as I was saying how I don't like 3D printing, to have a 3D printer though is just so... It just changes everything, the way you work, what you can do, quick fixes that you can make to things. It's a really incredible technology, but it is a lot of work, like just maintaining the printers and stuff. Like a lot of people, they'll ask me to print something huge, and I'm like, man, I can barely print small stuff half the time without errors. How high is this? Take a look at the reference. Okay, it's about right here. I am going to increase the size of the gem a little bit, because I actually like the idea of putting it right here to kind of bridge these pieces. No, I don't like it. It needs to be part of the hilt down here, and a little bit smaller. And what's nice is since I did that faceting on each side, it's going to be slightly different on each side, so it'll look more unique. Alright, I think I like that a lot. Let me make sure I didn't miss any details. Oh! Guys, there's a... How did I miss this detail? That is a complex shape. I think I might rather do this with geometry. How expensive is my 3D printer? This one I bought for $500. It's the Saturn 1. I don't even think they sell it anymore. You can probably find a used one for really cheap. The newest one, the Elegoo Saturn 4, or maybe it's the 5, it's on pre-order right now for $400. Yeah, I definitely want to do a good job on this Celtic knot. Let's, I'm trying to trace the path. Oh, what did I find the other day? Remember I was doing, what was I doing that I was trying to do something else, but it was like drawing a path of polygons? What was that? It was doing the wrong thing. Like I didn't want it to do this thing. Or whatever that was drawing like lines of polygons. Yeah, let's see. So I'm going to make this live. I'm going to go into the modeling toolkit. I'm going to do quad draw. And we'll draw out a few vertices. Oh no. Wait, why is it deleting? Oh, it's just getting hidden behind it. That's why. That's a little annoying. Let's put on so we can still see the shape a little bit. Let me go into the keyboard and mouse shortcuts. What was I trying to do? I was trying to extend the edge loop. Drag edge to tweak edge loop. Drag across faces to delete. Extend border edge. Tab middle mouse button. No, that wasn't it. tab left mouse button. Yeah, but that's way too big. But it lets us draw like a path of polygons. See, that's kind of exactly what I need, but I need it smaller. It's probably this quad strip width. Let's put this to like a 10. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, okay. So what do you think? 1, 2, it's probably like we want 40. Alright, this might be interesting. That is just a little too wide. Let's put it to 30. Yeah, this is interesting. Yeah. Okay, here's what we can do. We can just build each of these strips a little bit. So tab left mouse. And we know that it will end there. Gosh, this is a stupid way to do it, but it's interesting. And for some reason it won't show me what I'm drawing until I go to this mode. Ha! This is gonna work, guys. It's so stupid, but it's gonna work. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of gives me the shapes that I need. Ha! Okay. Alright, bear with me. This looks real bad right now. We want to connect these two. And we'll give that some edge loops. And we can actually take the face, move it like that. Oh, and nice. Now we don't need to do that weird thing that we were doing with that. Okay, this is actually going to give us the shape. This is a very unique way to make it. Do a pen to polygon like so. This is super weird. Yeah, you're right. If it works, it works. I'm not going to complain. If somebody like Base Draw or Sarab were watching right now, they'd be laughing at how janky this is. Can actually delete this face, this face, and we can kind of make these match up now. Sure. Sonic and the Black Knight level music. Level and boss themes. Yeah, for sure. Oh, I didn't know it was your favorite game. Or favorite Sonic game. Nice. Yeah, I've got my Wii in a box somewhere over here. I should bust it out and try it. I don't have Sonic and the Black Knight. I'd have to buy it. I would emulate it, but Wii games just don't seem to emulate great. I just realized that my wife never answered me about if the aurora is visible. That was about an hour ago. It's just about the time for me that the internet said it should be visible for us. So I'm going to just step outside real quick and I'll be right back. Yeah, I couldn't really see anything, unfortunately. But I remembered that my guy was still out there. Here's the Egg Pawn Samurai. He's not perfect. His joints are a little too loose, especially in the one that holds the sword, because the sword kind of like weighs him down. But he's got articulation. He can... Like, he was a lot better at first, but then he's kind of worn down over time. So, like, he doesn't even hold his hand up, unfortunately, but it just is what it is. It'll make a cool video. I printed him in different parts, so his head is not glued on yet. He can't rotate because the back needs to have that, what's the name of the, like a Shogun helmet? There's a name for it that I forget. Yeah. He's coming along. All right, and I think this is kind of sharp. I think it could cut paper. Let's see. Not only is it not cutting the paper, I think it's ripping some of the paint off. Kabuto helmet, is that it? Nice. Yeah, that doesn't sound familiar as the name that I was thinking of. Let's look up what I was thinking of real quick. Name of samurai helmet. Well, Kabuto does come up. Yeah, that wasn't the word I was thinking of, but you are correct about what it is. Nice. This one we can actually delete all these faces. Also, this part doesn't need to be exact because, you know, this is going to be so small anyway. But get it as close as I can without spending too much time noodling. These guys need to be pulled way up. Oh, hey, what's up, Sir Dork? Let's show you something a little more interesting than just what I'm drawing out here. I am building out this character. You might have, I think you liked it on Instagram. You saw that I haven't put it on Instagram yet, actually. Yeah, I made a GIF of the helmet that I printed. It actually lifts up and down, and so I've got the helmet right here. This version of the helmet is thicker. What I actually printed is about half as thick. But yeah, it actually pivots along that point right there. Yeah, I actually 3D scanned the figure. Well, this is a different figure, but I 3D scanned the figure and was able to cut out the shape from it so that it fits perfectly on his head. And yeah, here's the shoe. So yeah, custom Sonic or Shadow conversion kit to Lancelot. And what we're working on tonight is his sword. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. If anybody doesn't know Sir Dork, he is a big toy photographer. You guys have seen, I think you guys who are here right now mostly know of me of my Sonic customs, but the last couple of years I did a lot of toy photography inspired by Sir Dork. And he does some crazy stuff, so check him out on his YouTube channel, but also Instagram. He's got a lot of cool stuff. Thank you. So yeah, this tiny little detail here is looking janky, but you're never gonna notice. Like, we're just trying to get the shape in there so that it'll be there in the sword. So we'll know it's there. It'll be tiny, tiny. You don't see any of these crazy imperfections once it's printed. think I'll add an edge loop in here so that we can connect these two parts. Sir Dirk, I don't know if you were here just a few minutes ago when I was showing this, but this is one of the upcoming ones. It's a samurai egg pawn badnik with the joints. They have worn down over time, so you barely touch it and they kind of fall. But it'll make a fun video. Alright, this I'm going to also need to split. So if I do that, then I guess we'll bring it out to these. Bring this guy out. Thank you. I want to take this whole row down to match that. Oh wow, yeah, this is starting to be the shapes that it needs to be. Keyword starting. I guess I could kind of merge that down right there. Yeah, okay. That is almost the shape. Pen to polygon tool. Alright, that's connected. Fix up some of these points here. Oh yeah, hi, well, this is a cool track. What do you know what level this plays on? Seems like a farm type track. Oh, I guess it might say in the YouTube video. Camelot Castle. Alright, that is basically the shape. At the scale of a little sword, that's going to show pretty well. Alright, so let's duplicate this shape, because we have some things to do on it, like merging the vertices. Where's merger? Oh, edit mesh. Why can't I find merge vertices? Oh no, it's just merge. Duh. Alright, there's kind of our shape. I dig it. Alright. Oh, this is like the song from Sonic Adventure. Is it Tails' theme? Is it Blacksmith Tails' theme? I plan to make Blacksmith. I guess I could look at the title again. It's called I'm the Blacksmith, so it must be. So the thing is, when I look at this, it looks to me like the sword gets indented. Do you see that? This lighting here, I think it indents in, so I gotta build that shape and then cut it out from it. Mesh, I'm looking for the create polygon tool. There it is. Oh no. I lost it. Oh, you're right. Yeah, absolutely. I didn't even think for the practicality of it. I was just doing it because I think that's what it should be. But yeah, because of the fact that it wouldn't slice through things. Oh, it won't let me insert edge loops. I have to do a multi-cut. Ah, it won't let me select this thing. Mesh, triangulate. There we go. Now we can delete these edges. Alright, so this is going to be a weird thing. I'm going to edit mesh, extrude, but then it's going to get kind of smooth. Then I want to add those edge loops. So how long have I been doing modeling for? I mean, I don't do modeling full time, like as my job, but I first started modeling in 2006, so 18 years. Now, any 3D artist would see what I'm doing right now and be like, you should not be making the choices that you're making with 18 years of experience in modeling. But because when I model for 3D prints, I do them very, very dirty, just because I know what type of shapes that I need and I know how to create them relatively quickly. Yeah, lots of booleans that we never do in video games. But primarily I'm a technical artist, which means I do a lot of rigging, programming of tools for the artists and things like that. And so, especially in rigging, you need to know what kind of topology works best. So you need to be a good modeler. I wouldn't call myself a good modeler, but I know the rigging part of it to say, hey, change this thing, give me more edge loops in the elbow, change this topology, things like that. So I can do good models when I need to. But when I'm just trying to make 3D models for printing, it's quick and dirty. What's up, Freddy and friends? I think I'm going to be seeing you Sunday, potentially. Depends on if we have Mother's Day here. I am still alive. I'm working on the sword. Check it out. Boom. We're just doing some finishing touches now. Why do you not use booleans for AAA games? Well, yeah, with some of the developments in Unreal, you can really get away with a lot of bad geometry. But in general, you still want to be clean. Booleans do not give clean edges unless you do a lot of topology fixes. And there's some good YouTube videos for how to use booleans for games where the very good modelers set things up very smartly, and then they go in and they connect a lot of the edge flow to be really good. So booleans have a place in games, but if you really know what you're doing and modify it after. And yes, technically I work on a AAA game, but it's a proprietary engine. So, and we have, hundreds of people in the crowd. We have, a few thousand NBA players and coaches and WNBA players and mascots. So we try to keep the poly count down really low. I work on NBA 2K. Yeah, it was fun. I was at like a demolition derby, and I saw somebody just playing the game on their phone. So I don't actually work on the phone version. I work on the PS5 and Xbox One S versions. But it was funny to see somebody playing the game. But there's a separate company that takes our assets and makes them work for mobile. And mobile is where you have to be even better about topology and low polygon counts. Freddy, you fell? What happened? This needs to be a sharper edge here. But I don't want this to be too sharp either. Oh, off your bed. I thought you meant you, broke your leg or something. You have a challenge for me, huh? Tell me of this challenge. Challenge master. This is still not as sharp as I'd like. I do need more edge loops in here. Let's see what happens if I just use a multi-cut to give it a bit more oomph. Might look a little odd around the edges. Yeah, that sharpens it. It's not pretty, but it'll do for this. Okay, I think I like that shape. Duplicate that. Alright, so now I want to duplicate this whole group so I have a history of it. Try to guess the Sonic character out of the emoji. I don't think that I can see emoji in Streamlabs. Try to paste it. Well, I see your upside down smiley face. Oh, maybe you already did it, because what I see is like a little square and an upside down smiley face from when you did the emoji about 5 minutes ago. Okay, so now I'm going to take smooth preview off of these and smooth them out. Do the same for this. Oh, and I forgot I want to do it from both sides too. So let's go to the right view. And how thick do I want to go with it? Because that's almost, it's almost nothing. I'll put this at negative. And then put it negative this on Z. Alright, so here, I think that's a good thickness. So I need to actually reverse the normals on this. Then we're going to combine the two. Oh, there we go. Oh, yep. High Will Plays got it. Silver. Yeah, so it seems like I can see some emojis, but not others. I don't know what defines what I can and can't see. Alright, so now I should be able to do a difference Boolean on this. And then let's scale this guy back down so that it is not extending out beyond the blade. Oh no, it didn't cut both of them. And I think I went a little too deep. I don't think I need to go that deep with it, huh? So let's do a couple things. Let's go back to before I did the Boolean. Because it seems like it's not cutting out. I thought I needed to reverse the normals on that, but it seems that I may not have to. Booleans can be weird with normals. Big the cat. Ah! You keep getting it first, Highball. Alright, so I'm going to make it not as deep, but I do want... Oh, what's happening there? Is that just an intersection with the geometry? Oh, yeah, it is. Let's go all the way back to before I combined them. Let's just get this side right. I'm actually gonna... Does it need to be rotated? I don't think it needs to be rotated, actually. Let's just do a test cut to see how that does. So that when this is scaled... Yeah, just kind of a simple... It's kind of a shallow cut because I don't want it to get too thin in there. I think I like that. That'll pick up a wash really well too. Yep, that is Amy. Dang, everybody's getting it before me. Oh, and it looks like, did I accidentally cut through? Oh no, that's this part. Okay, I think I like that depth of the cut. So now I got to figure out how to duplicate it across properly. I'm going to set the center to be right here. so that when I duplicate it, modify freeze transformations, scale it -1 on Z. There, we've got the exact opposite shape. Oh, I know why I had that problem with normals earlier. It's because I combined instead of booleaned, which is good. That one's Sonic the Hedgehog. I got that. Alright, so let's look at this on its own. We have the cutout. I think that looks good. Oh, it's not Sonic, he says. Is it Shadow the Hedgehog? It's like the two people next to each other, like it's Shadow? Like it's not two people, it's actually a person and their shadow? Ah, okay, cool. Chalk one up to me. Alright. I like it. Ooh, Egg Robot. Eggman. Oh, Dr. Robotnik. Yeah, yeah. Highwell got it before me. All right. I'm glad I added that little detail. It was a funny way that we made it, but let's put all of these into a single group now. Look at that. I kind of want to, I'm going to take this whole thing into ZBrush so that I can render it in the same way that I rendered the others. Yeah, that is looking slick. So let's go ahead and start up a render by combining all this in a nice way. Is that Knuckles? Oh yeah, YBZ got it right by saying the right song played at the right time. Hey, what's up, the Bun One? Well, you have to remember, in the grand scheme of things, this is not quality modeling. It fits the purpose of what we're doing with it. It's very, very dirty modeling. This I actually do want to smooth out, so I'm going to add some edge loops. A hot dog and a pepper. Hot dog and a pepper, what could that be? Sonic does like chili dogs. This is a cool song. Is this a boss song? Boss level? I've been wanting to play Sonic 06, but Project 06. Oh yeah, that one's Tails for sure. All three of you got it before me. Okay, so that's all smooth geometry. That's going to stay sharp. That's going to stay as is. This is smoothed. Alright, let's see if this booleans together well into a single object. I never boolean everything at one time. I do little groups just to make sure everything works. Because sometimes booleans can mess up. Come on. Merging booleans together does not make for good streaming content. I almost always make it one mesh because certain slicers will have problems if you simply combine the models. So Cheetahbox, the one I use, does a great job. I can put all kinds of things together and it slices them really well. But to make it compatible for other people, because with my FDM printer, I used to have a lot of problems with, like it couldn't slice it well if some of the normals were backwards. I don't know if you know about normals, like the way that it computes what should be the outside or not. Things like that could mess it up. I was going to say Maria because of the skull. Nice. Oh, I can't wait for Sonic 3. I think Maria's going to be in it, right? They said it follows closely the SA2 storyline. And also I think there was a picture, I don't know if it was a hoax or not, but it was, the actress was sitting on a chair that said Maria. Yeah, I do have a Blaze figure somewhere. I'll have to look for that. Yeah, I'll scan it and send it your way. The problem with 3D scans Excuse me. Well, one of the many problems with 3D scans is it comes in at an arbitrary angle. So you're going to have to do a lot of work to, like Knuckles came in like this, and then I had to, like, rotate him arbitrarily and just try to get him as straight as possible. Same with Shadow. So just be ready if I do find it and send it to you, that it's going to be a bit difficult. But also, if I remember correctly, there's a lot of things that I'm going to need to do to make it print ready. Like a lot of thickening up of the parts inside the hands and stuff. So if you do the cutouts, I don't want you to waste your time on things that I'm going to need to work on. But like the helmet and stuff, yeah, you probably cut it out of that. What is that? Freeze man, cold man. Ice, something cold, something ice, something frozen. I can't think of any Sonic characters for that. Hint, tomato video about him, not Sonic. Oh, looks. Did you somehow delete your message? It disappeared after I read it. Yeah, I just didn't know you could delete the messages. This was a video, and this is not Sonic. Oh. Yeah, I don't really know what the context might be then. Oh man. After I get this render out, I think it's going to be time for me to go hang with the lady for a bit and then go to sleep. Oh, is it a recent video of mine, you mean? Oh, it's Chill Bill. It is not the last piece. I still have to make the hands. And then there's a bunch of work that I'm going to be doing off stream of like actually making it all the pieces to fit together and stuff. Yeah, I'll probably be doing the hands on stream tomorrow. Oh man. Come on, we're almost there. The fact that this takes so long to load doesn't make for great streaming content, but it's going to look great after I export this and render it in ZBrush. Yeah, from the screenshots I saw of yours, all you need to do is really just kind of fill in the gaps. Ah, bummer, you're going to be busy? Alright, come on. It's almost done. Alright, looks like it is all booleaned together. Ooh, I am quite happy with this sword. Oh my. Now I'm saving, and it's taking a while to save. I just want to see it. File, export selection. Lancelot sword. Sorry, an unrecoverable error has been encountered. The sword is too powerful. Oh my goodness. Alright, here we are back again. Import. Ooh, actually, let's change the material before we import so we immediately see it as metal. Alright, documents, organized docs, Maya, Sonic, exports, 2ZBrush, Lancelot sword. When I click this, it crashed. Let's try this. Oh, man. Ooh, it got a little messed up. That's gonna mess with the render. Let me just fix that real quick. I think I need to triangulate it. No, not quadrangulate. Triangulate. That way ZBrush doesn't have to do the triangulation. Looks like it's having some troubles. The sword is just too powerful. Yeah, here we go. Import again. Yeah, that fixed those problems. Ooh, yeah, boy. Oh my god. That is a sword, my friends. That is a one hell of a sword. Let's get some ambient occlusion going on. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Let's, do we want to give it some noise? No, I want to keep it smooth. Alright, well, thanks for stopping by, Freddy and friends. Thank you for the fun quiz. I'm glad you got to see the end of it, because we were just about done. I'm going to take some screenshots of this. Oops. Got to get the mouse out of the way. Oh, awesome. You clipped it? Thank you. Ah! Alright, let's post this to the Discord. There's a little bit of a strange... Oh, there's some strangeness there. But, yeah, I can fix that later. Let me post this to the Discord. Maybe an angle kind of toward the camera. The shadow gives it kind of a weird perspective when I do it that way. How about this? You know what we could actually do here? We could pull up Photoshop and give it a cool little sheen. Check this out. Put my sculpting glove back on. Oh, actually, let's fix the lighting on it a little. Yeah, I can't wait to post this to the subreddit. Yes, Freddy, sorry, I had the window minimized. What is up? What is your question? Let me create more lights. Where's the lighting tool? Can I do another light? It's not really updating, will it? Well, the lighting is changing. If I go like this, and then render. Oh, maybe it's because the preview wasn't on. So now I go to light. No, it doesn't change. Dang it. Alright, well, let's do this. Let's rotate it. I like the light coming from... Let's see, if the light is coming from this way, we want to rotate the whole thing. Oh, whoops. Symmetry is on. So then we'll get lighting from the front like so. I'm trying to rotate it the right way. What does this look like? That's the render? What? There's no shadow. Oh, the shadow just happened to be right behind it. Okay, check this out. So we're going to screenshot this. I guess we shouldn't be doing screenshots. We should be doing nicer renders, but this is okay. Let's copy that now. Say new. Paste. All right, so now we can go in. I'm gonna make like a additive layer. We'll get some your idea is do a stream maybe, and we could make like a Freddy and Friends 2014 sticker. Yeah, that'd be cool. Like I draw out like the ideas of it. Change the smoothing down. Just give it cool little highlights. It's like right on the tip here. Oh, I got to get the Black Knight music going again though. It stopped. There we go. So we do like a... Just give it cool highlights. I don't want... I want the flow up. I want the smoothing down. And give it just kind of cool little highlights all over the place. Actually, it kind of takes away from what was actually 3D modeled, right? But check this out. Let's go back to the render that's from the side. Let's undo a bunch. Yeah. Cool. Have a good night, Freddy Brands. And I'm actually going to color it in the colors that it will be. So let's bring this in. We got kind of like this purplish here. I'm going to make a new layer. And this will be an overlay layer. And then we're also going to use this object selection tool. to select this object. And then we're going to make a mask for this overlay layer so that as I paint stuff on it, let me paint a bright red and I'll show you what it, or here's a bright blue. Now it'll let me just paint over that. So now we're going to fill it in with, let's say, this color. Oh, look how cool that looks already! What? I did not even expect it to look that cool. Oh, man. All right. So, let's take some of this yellow. Look at this. Look how we can paint in the color. Huh? Ah! That is so slick. See, the hilt is yellow. Oh, look how good that yellow looks on the hilt there. Oh, man. See, is it the whole... It's that side as well. And what else is yellow? The bottom. Yeah, so the way the overlay works, it just kind of gives the color but leaves kind of like the shading and stuff. Looks so good with the shading. I've seen some ZBrush artists do insane different passes and stuff using these kind of techniques. Oh, look how good that looks. Oh my god. Maybe this is more of a gray here. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. I usually, gosh, I'm conflicted because I try to like not talk up my work, but what I'm seeing here, it's just so good. I don't mean to be like conceited or anything, but I'm just so very happy with this. I can even cheat it a little bit, like give it some brighter along here to give it some kind of like highlight shading, right? You could even do the same for like these edges here, give them kind of a highlight. No, that looks a little messy. Just leave it be there. Ah! Unfortunately, this part seems to have gotten weirdly smoothed out in ZBrush. The Celtic knot. There's some strange smoothing going on once it came in, but that's okay. It'll look fine in the print. Oh, that is just so clean. Well, I guess that's, yeah, this is the color we already filled it in with a bit. This color on the edge of the blade, I don't even think it's necessary. I think it's fine like that. Oh, let me make sure I didn't miss any details. Yeah. Dude. There it is. It doesn't even look real. It looks like an illustration. All right. Save that out. Thank you. Thank you very much. Alright, I'm going to start uploading these to the Discord channel. Downloads. And we'll get one more render out of it, like, I don't know, maybe something angled like that. Ooh, I don't like that angle. Maybe from beneath would be cool. Oh, but that's weird. It renders the floor. Yeah, it does like that weird. It does a weird thing when you do that. Yeah, I guess there's not multiple angles that you can really get of a sword easily. Yeah, that's nice. All right. Well, I think this is a great stopping point. We can call it a night. That was... Oh, wow, you stay up until 7 a.m. Well, thank you for doing that. Yeah, this is great having you guys here. God damn. I'm really happy with this. I can't wait to see how this comes out in the print. Oh, man. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. You two were here the whole time. YBZ and Highwell. Freddie and Friends, thanks for stopping by. I know Pro Tyler was here for quite a while. Who else did we have in here? I'm scrolling through the chat. Surdork showed up for a while. Sparkle Wolf. Yeah, Sparkle Wolf was here for quite a while. Yeah, thank you, all you guys. I know somebody, Bunny, stopped in. Well, yeah, this is great. Very productive night, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow's stream to finish off the hand, the gauntlet. Get some sleep, Highwell, and YBZ, you too. Oh, Sparkle was here the whole time. Awesome. Yeah, everybody get some sleep if it's late for you, and I'll see you guys probably around midday tomorrow. Basically, I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna do my. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna practice my audition dance for the musical I'm doing. I'll probably eat some lunch and then probably play. Have a great rest of your night. Talk to you then.